Linda's small, lively space with a contemporary feel serves up rustic Italian fare, making it the go-to spot for an intimate dinner, or for any occasion. It's in the Glenview district of Oakland, and it's called Bellanico Restaurant and Wine Bar.
From day one, I've been here, the chef. It's been a journey, and we continue to grow.
I need a bottle.
Chris and I lived in this area 15 years ago and always felt that this area needed a restaurant of our caliber, I guess. And so when we ended up finding the space, we thought it was our opportunity finally to come back. The name came from our daughters. Gabriella's nickname is Bella and Nicoletta's nickname is Nico. So we decided to name it Bellanico after them.
At Bellanico, the food is Italian. Many of the recipes are very old recipes that maybe people are familiar with. I like to go to the farmers market on a weekly basis. We pick up produce there, but it's also an opportunity to be inspired as the new vegetables come into season. We incorporate them into our menu. We bake our own bread, all of our sauces, making our own sausages. We're very authentic Italian cuisine.
The restaurant actually is obviously a restaurant and a wine bar. It is primarily imports with an Italian emphasis. We do something kind of fun as well. We do flights, and it's an opportunity for people to do a little comparison and to try these wines. We want people to leave thinking, wow, that was such a great experience, great food, great service. Can't wait to come back.
Linda, I am an Italian fan. I love Italian food. Now this is close to your house, isn't it?
Yes, it's just a couple of miles away. It opened about 3 years ago, and my husband and I have brought like 35 or 40 people there in the past 3 years, and everybody who goes there says, wow, this place is really special. And the food is great. They have really unusual, distinctive pastas. My favorite is the calzone. It's beet ravioli that has beautiful pink pureed beets with ricotta in the center, with a poppy seed sauce and brown butter. That's amazing. And then the malfatti are Swiss chard and ricotta dumplings. They're like nudi. They're poached lightly and served with a grana padano and some butter sauce. And you can have any pasta in a half order or a larger order. And they even have this little bambino pasta for kids, where you can have tomato cream sauce or butter and a plate of organic macaroni or spaghetti.
And you're Italian, aren't you?
I am Italian, and I really am a critic of Italian restaurants, but everything from the little cicchetti, which are the little snacks, to the desserts, they have an amazing, well, we could talk about it later.
We'll talk about desserts in a minute. Yeah. I've got to.
I love
everybody's
this place.
over here either. Well, I'm Italian by marriage, so I'm an IBM.
That's as close as you can get.
Now you look Italian to me, my dear. Are you Italian?
No, Italian. And that was one of my problems. I had a difficult time understanding the menu, and I actually had to have the server take me through each one. And finally, when I decided I could translate each one, I was able to make my decisions. But no, I'm not an Italian.
And what did you have?
I went for the prix-fixe dinner. So it was a 4-course dinner with the optional wine pairing. To me, wine pairing is mandatory.
That's right.
So I got the wine pairings. I started with the arancini, and it looks like giant arancini.
Yeah,
Thank you.
The rice croquettes.
Big, crispy tater tots with a cheesy rice filling, and it was hot and breaded and fried and gooey and lovely. I really enjoyed that appetizer.
I'm getting that theme with you, gooey and
fried.
Like cheese.
Yep, cheese. My one criticism was the wine pairing. There was no sense of schedule with it. The food came out, the wine came out, more wine came out, then food came out. There was just no coordination between the plates and the wine. So that's my one.
Right. And if you're like me, you drink all the wine first.
Yeah, I had a hard time waiting for the food. Yeah.
And Jeremy, what did you have?
Problem. Well, we didn't have that problem because we just ordered wine off the menu, off the bottle. And I thought they had a great wine list. Everything was very reasonably priced.
One page. I mean, it's not
one page. It wasn't
really
overwhelming. They had a lot of sustainable, organic, biodynamic wines, if that's what you're into. But yeah, it's an exceptional value. I thought the prix-fixe meal was just large portions. I was very surprised for a tasting menu.
Yeah,
a lot
generous.
of food. Probably my favorite dish was the duck. And it was two ways. I thought the duck breast was superb. It had a great sauce. It was very moist, flavorful. The duck leg I thought was a little too salty.
Confit style.
Overall, though, I liked it. That helped.
The thing I like about the wine flights is that they bring you 3 3-ounce pours at the same time, and they're well labeled. So you can try the wines with each of your courses, and it's $13.50 for my favorite flight. the Progressive flight.
Right.
And they make their own burrata in-house. You would like that.
We
It's
had the
very
burrata.
cheesy. You had the burrata.
Shocking, right? Yeah, no, it's
I'm glad
excellent.
you did. I'm glad you did. But speaking of cheese, did you try the Laura Chanel goat cheese cheesecake?
No, we
Oh
had the
my.
donuts.
We weren't going to have it, but our server, the very first time we went there, said, you really can't miss this if you're looking for the hits on the menu. It's a square of the lightest, most ethereal, creamy cheesecake, and it's coated
Nice
with
tangy,
this.
I'm
Yes,
sure, with the,
and it
goat
has
cheese.
mascarpone in it, but it has this great pistachio brittle chopped up and all around the edges and the top. It's such a great texture contrast, and it's really, really delicious, and it's a fun dessert to share.
And this time, did you have dessert or not?
I did have dessert this time. Unfortunately, I didn't have that one. I had a chocolate mousse. It was a little too rich, something. It wasn't quite, it didn't work for me.
It didn't sing for you.
It didn't.
I don't think I've even seen that on the menu. I'll have to look for
And
it.
you had donuts.
We had the donuts. 6 baseball-sized
Huge.
donuts came out. We both said, "Okay, we're gonna have one and take the rest home." They were gone. I mean, those guys
With the
didn't stand a
dipping
chance.
sauce?
Yeah, piping hot chocolate dipping sauce. They're denser than a donut. I mean,
Yeah.
they are thick, hearty
Pillows of love.
pillows of love.
Exactly.
Never said it better myself. Yep.
And what about service?
For me, that's where it missed the spot. It just, for me, a wine pairing the joy is around the education and really sipping the wine with the food and understanding why they paired those two together. And there was no sense of that when I went there.
All right, Linda, this is your spot. Give us a quick wrap up.
Well, Bellanico is a neighborhood gem in the Oakland Hills. I think it's worth a trip over any bridge or through a tunnel for the distinctive Italian cuisine and wines, and without paying city prices.
Okay, and Jeremy.
I thought it offered a great value, and I thought they had a very nice wine list.
All right, and Corinne.
I would go back there and sit at the bar, enjoy a glass of wine and maybe something fried or with cheese.
If you would like to try Bellanico Restaurant and Wine Bar, it's on Park Boulevard between Glenfield and Wellington and Oakland. The telephone number is 510-336-1180. It's open for lunch and dinner every day with brunch on the weekends. Reservations are recommended, and the average dinner tab per person without drinks is around $35.